Russia warned on Tuesday that imposing personal sanctions on President Vladimir Putin would not hurt him, but would be politically destructive. This came after US President Joe Biden said he would consider such a move if Russia invaded Ukraine.
There will be enormous consequences if he were to go in and invade, as he could, the entire country, or a lot less than that as well, for Russia, not only in terms of economic consequences and political consequences, but it will be enormous consequences worldwide.
He also said America won't be deploying forces to Ukraine, but will keep sending weapons. On Tuesday, a US plane carrying military equipment and munitions headed for Kiev. It's part 3 of a £150 million package to shore up Ukraine's defences. The US and other Western nations also started to make plans to shield Europe from a potential energy supply shock.
We're in discussion with major natural gas producers around the globe to understand their capacity and willingness to temporarily surge natural gas output and to allocate these volumes to European buyers.
The EU depends on Russia for around a third of its natural gas. Interruptions to Russian imports would make the existing energy crisis even worse. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said on Tuesday the UK would soon set out possible future sanctions on Russia.
We cannot bargain away the vision of a Europe whole and free that emerged in those amazing years from 1989 to 1991, healing the division of our continent by the Iron Curtain. We will not reopen that divide by agreeing to overturn the European security order because Russia has placed a gun to Ukraine's head.
Johnson said Britain and its NATO allies must be careful not to give Russia justification to invade its neighbour. Meanwhile, more than 20 Russian warships entered the Black Sea on Wednesday for a drill. On the same day, Moscow warned it would quickly respond if the US and its allies reject its security demands.
If there is no constructive answer, and if the West continues its aggressive course, Moscow, as the president has repeatedly said, will take the necessary retaliatory measures.
Russia has demanded guarantees that NATO will never admit Ukraine and that the alliance will roll back troops in other former Soviet bloc nations. Written replies are expected this week, though the US has already made clear it will reject Russian demands. Eddie Aitken, NTD News.